Now.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the Papa Joe Show, where Papa Joe knows. I am your host, Papa Joe, and today I am joined with, I've got Rice Crypto, I've got Patrick Hakeem, or Divi Daddy as you know him, and I've got Litecoin Leader, Jeff, Litecoin Leader. We are all here today. We're going to talk about the upcoming conferences in Miami, Shitcoin, Bitcoin 2022, and all the many other things that are taking place at that time. So what's going on, guys? How you been doing today?
I've been doing great, man. Just got done actually doing an interview earlier with Jeff, Litecoin Leader, that's going to be coming out next week while we're all in Miami.
That is fantastic. I will be queuing it up, watching it.
And I had you on the show recently, so if people want to go check that out over on RiceTVx, that would be cool.
Yeah, take a look at that. You need to get with you anyways at some point as well to talk about that stuff, because I got some ideas around what to do with the content and stuff like that. So that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to hearing your ideas, man. 100%.
Cool. Patrick, Jeff, what's going on, guys?
It's been a rough day, man. I'll have a lot of clients reaching out to us about the hack going on with Ronin, and unfortunately, there's really nothing we could do to help with that. But a lot of ether was taken, and it's cluttering our inboxes with responses that we have to send back. They're just like, we can't help you. So just a really sad part of crypto these days. But I'm excited for Miami for sure. Looking forward to some fun.
So yeah, for those of you who don't know, Patrick owns a company. They do, was it Pro Bitcoin Solutions, where you guys can at times recover crypto if needed or if possible, and amongst other things. So yeah, check them out. It's really, really good stuff there. How you been, Jeff?
Busy as ever, man. I mean, just got back from Oklahoma City, out there with Litecoin Lisa and hanging out there for a few days and just trying to get back in the swing of things. I talked to Rice earlier today and just making videos, trying to I feel like I'm just pit stopping back at home before I head back out to Miami. I'm like, okay, got a few days, got a whole lot of stuff to do. And then I got to make some videos and do some interviews and catch up on this, and this, and then find out what's going on in the news. I'm like, it never stops. And then I got to catch a flight on Monday. So it's just a whirlwind these couple weeks.
Yeah, and that flight on Monday, we will all be heading into Miami. At least I know my flight's getting into Miami at that point. So, but yeah, we'll be heading down there for Shitcoin 2022. We'll be having several of us. I think, Jeff, you're speaking, right? I know, Rice, you're speaking. I'm speaking. Patrick's here, and he's going to be hanging out with us and having a fun time. There's going to be a lot of really cool stuff that we're going to kind of go over there. But if I'm
going to be arriving on the 5th early in the morning, and then Ubering in, or my local dealer is going to be driving me to Shitcoin. One of the two.
Nice. Yeah, we've got a bunch of people there. And Rice, you guys know Ken. I haven't actually met Ken yet. I was going to try and get him on for today, but he's been real busy and getting this together, from what I understand. It's a lot of good speakers who are going to be here in attendance to this. You got Miss Teen Crypto. You've got obviously all three of us here as well. But there's Tone Bays. It's going to be an interesting conversation there for sure. Those of you who know, he's very much so a maximalist around scarcity, but is very, very good conversations that I've seen him there. You got Bitcoin Man. Go
ahead. Tone Bays, he has since kind of, he doesn't really call himself a Bitcoin maximalist anymore. He actually he spoke at Shitcoin the first year last year in June or July, and he's speaking again this year. He is a Shitcoin minimalist.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. It's an interesting.
I can identify with him. I really can, because I understand from the mining perspective that the value of Bitcoin's always there. We get that, but Jeff and I like to talk about how are the ways that we stack more sats, right? It's all about stacking more sats, but how you do it really matters. I'm really excited to hear Mr. Vase speak. I've heard him a few times, but I've never got to meet him in person, so that would be pretty cool to see him.
He's good people.
Yeah. From what I understand, I've never met him either. It would be kind of cool to shake his hand, to at least say hey kind of thing.
That's part of this event, right? I mean, part of the event is like when we expand our circles and meet these other people. I mean, we've got like 48, 50 speakers that are up here. We know some of them. We don't know all of them. We know some of them online, but we never met them in person. So that's half the dynamic for when you're a speaker. Like, we want to meet everybody in these meetups, which is always energizing, but meeting the speakers is getting to know them on personal, like, we just had a good dialogue just amongst the four of us before we even started the show. We don't get that opportunity very often.
No, we really don't. That's also a really good point, man. This is some things that we, as the content creators in this space, like we don't get to actually hang out and spend time with each other. We do the interviews and stuff like that every once in a while, but sometimes it's like, I want to have Jeff on, I want to have Rice on, I want to have Patrick on. It's not always easy to do that whenever you don't know them. You're not going to go and jump on someone's show going, I don't know who you are.
That's how it started for me, though, because I started in crypto and then content and then going to events. So like I had done content with Ken Bozak, with Ben Simchi, several other people, Crypto Blood, and then met them in person. So it was kind of the reverse.
That's really cool. I guess it's kind of changed nowadays. Like, you just did one, Chris, with Rafael Laverda. If you guys don't know who that is the Dollar Vigilante, or not Dollar Vigilante, Crypto Vigilante.
Yeah, he's kind of the face for Crypto Vigilante. Yeah. Kind of
we all know Bitcoin Ben.
Yeah.
Nathan McCrory, he does a show with Ken. He co-hosts Ken's show lately. Interesting story, because Ken has a calendar where he allows people to book, where anybody can come on his show. And Nathan hijacked it and booked himself for an entire month. And became a co-host and trolled his way in by default. Ken was telling me that story. So
that's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah.
Well, I was an early Bozak follower because, he was one of like my first Facebook crypto friends, because back in the day, I didn't know about crypto Twitter. I was just a miner. And this guy, Ken Bozak, he always just captured my attention, especially just the way he just didn't give like 2 cents about anything the establishment or the system had to say. And he was a rare find on Facebook for me. And then when he started talking about NFTs, he's one of the reasons why I actually stopped being a miner.
Interesting.
He just the way he lived his life. And I guess we could say that we have a few proclivities that we enjoy together as well. So,
Josh, scroll back down just a little bit. Right there.
Jeff's in there. Yeah.
I was going to say, when you mentioned Bozak, when I first started doing content he was my first interview that I ever did on his channel. And I had launched my channel right before that. And then within like 2 months, we had started a show together called Last Week Crypto. And we had a guy named Crypto Mac who was with us. He worked for Kraken. He couldn't really be public, so he had to step down. But Trek with 2Ks.
This guy.
Yeah, he joined up with us along with a guy named Kevin Moore as part of our Last Week in Crypto crew. So, and then Mike Salvi right beside him is a good friend of Ken and ours. He emceed the first year of crypto of the Shitcoin conference in 2021.
I think I've met him.
You have.
Meet him. I met him.
Yeah,
and then,
you have.
Raphael's girlfriend or fiance or something, they did some stuff together. It was really actually kind of funny. Really, really good.
So yeah, Mike's a comedian, and he's the first comic with NFTs. He built and runs the first blockchain metaverse comedy club. I actually just released an interview with him today that I did last week.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. I haven't got that queued up. I'm gonna go watch it. And it was like, oh, I know that guy.
He's funny as hell. He's really funny. So, and he does a lot of really cool crypto comedy.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be doing comedy at an NFT event that's taking place in early April, somewhere like the 2nd or 3rd. And then I think he's also going to be doing something at Monerotopia, which I told you guys to apply for.
Yep. We're gonna go check that out.
So we have the 5th and the 6th is Shitcoin, and then the 7th is Monerotopia. Then you have Bitcoin 2022, which is the 6th through 9th. But the public days are the 7th and 8th, and the 9th is the Sound Money Dead Mouse show.
Okay. You got a lot of
there's
really
a
good
ton of
speakers here.
events going on. There's a ton of events.
There's
And
a
I'm
ton
really
of-
looking forward to like Jordan Peterson, Jack Mullers, Jordan Peterson. So I'm looking forward to hearing the most.
Yeah, I would not mind hearing him. It's interesting. We have some sitting senators
Mhm.
that are going to be here as well. You've got Pompey or Anthony Pomp's in there. You've got Michael Saylor's going to be there. The president of El Salvador is going to be at Bitcoin.
Also, if you go back up the top row, the last one over on the right is I forget how to say his name, but he wrote one of those books, like the Bitcoin Standard or something to that effect.
Okay.
He's an author.
Very, very cool. Yeah.
And then you have Adam Back, who's the CEO from Blockstream, who some people say could be Satoshi because he was mentioned in the Bitcoin white paper. He's one of the cypherpunks that was working on digital cash cryptography before Bitcoin came out.
That'd be interesting if it was him. I actually have my own.
I don't think it is, but
No, guys,
but he is a very important figure. I don't agree with him today. I appreciate all of his former contributions, but I don't agree with Blockstream, and I have those personal arguments that I'm not going to share right now.
Sure, that's fair. What were you saying, Patrick? Your mic didn't pick it up right.
No, I mean, the reality is we already know it's Craig Wright. He's the guy. He is Satoshi.
You're crazy. You're great. No.
We can have a discussion about this, but I would prefer not to give Mr. Wright any time right now.
Now,
Nick Szabo is another potential candidate, and he's going to be there.
Yeah,
Nick Szabo is somebody who I've been wanting to interview. Lynn Alden, she works with Gregory Mannarino, and she's a macro specialist.
Okay.
Her insight is awesome to say the least. Elizabeth Stark has to do with the creation of Lightning Labs.
Yeah, I want to meet her and just kind of talk about some things that be kind of cool to just pick her brain, like what brought about that conversation, how they end up getting into those things. Yeah, it'd be pretty.
Joe Jurgensen, she was the Libertarian candidate for presidency that won over McAfee.
Yep, which is interesting. McAfee. Well, I don't know. McAfee's interesting.
No,
man.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing an interview with Janice when she gets over her. She's sick.
Okay.
Yeah,
that'd be really interesting
when she starts feeling better.
I'd love that. I'd love to see
Aaron Rodgers is that baseball player or football player?
NFL.
Yeah, he had that deal with Cash App.
Yep. There's some really
several athletes in that list.
Yeah.
Satoshi Sean actually got some Bitcoin from him on the Cash App.
That's pretty cool.
Nice. And then Alex Mashinsky is going to be there from Celsius.
There's a ton of people here. If you're going to be in the
Andrew Yang,
you really should come out and check this out. I mean, come meet us, shake our hands, whatever. Have a drink, take a minute. But there's a lot of really good people in this space that just proving out like some of the depth of the actual businesses, not just the businesses, but also you've got sitting senators that are going to be here. You've got major company. You got to have a president of a nation, a sovereign nation is going to be
one guy,
and the mayor of Miami will be speaking there as well.
Yeah. There's a ton of people.
Some FaceTime with the president of El Salvador. I mean, his perspective must just be insane because of the different things he has to battle that we don't even understand being a world leader. It's so crazy, all the pressure he must be under and understanding and getting to hear him speak. I'm thinking that's going to be one of the most fun parts for me because it's so different, his perspective on crypto, than everybody else in the entire group.
Yeah, JP Spears.
Spears is going to be
trying to hook up with him for so long. He moved from North Carolina to Texas. He's another one that I'm going to try to pin down for future interviews.
You might as well, man. I know Mark Moss is going to be speaking. We just passed Greg Foss. I mean, these guys have been in this space for a long time. There's a lot of really good people going to be here to pay attention to what they're saying. Luke Radowski is going to be speaking. If you don't know who Luke is, he's one of the gentlemen who actually got onto, him
and Berwick got onto the island from that was owned by the of the Hines.
The evil place. We'll call it that for now.
Hey, that I just found out like it's for sale.
Yeah, it was like 125 million for the.
It doesn't. Yeah, like let's put together a DAO and buy it.
I told you I was gonna like Rice.
That would be very interesting to go do that. That'd be really cool.
That would be a cool place to turn the energy around.
No kidding, man. You got, like I said, you got Mark Moss. You got all. There's tons of people here, guys. This is gonna be great. If you want to get your tickets for Shitcoin 2022, it's right here on the website. Just grab your ticket. Top there. But yeah, they're.
Hey, real quick, I don't have a referral link, but if anybody's watching this and they want to attend, I know that because I'm friends with K-Dub from Crypto Zombie, you can use his code and get 10% off. I think it's 10% off. It might be 20, but it's at least a discount, and it would be at checkout. Use the code Zombie. Okay. It doesn't help any one of us, but at least it shows a little support to the channel and gives everybody an opportunity to get a discount.
Good channel too. I like him.
Yeah, he's
definitely. I love Crypto Zombie. Good news channel. He's going to be there, so I would just, if people want to get a discount on a ticket, but the Shitcoin tickets are not very expensive at all compared to Bitcoin, no. And the quality of speakers at Shitcoin is.
There's a price point for everyone.
It's not 100% equal, but it's just as good for what they have for that event.
Sure,
and it's
definitely a price point for everybody to attend to see something.
What's cool, I think I like about the Shitcoin conference is that they're more of a donation based type thing. You can kind of give whatever you want or buy whatever you want. There is a minimum requested, but one of the things that they really stressed whenever I was going through the process, because I'm also sponsoring, just to kind of try and help support the whole thing, but really wanted to just show it. They were really big on, hey, we're more donation. If you want to give more than this, we're more than welcome to having it. They're really good. It's going to be at the Mad Club at Windward. I guess that's what it is. It's 55
Wynwood.
Wynwood.
Yeah, it's like the art district of.
We have a Windward here, so yeah, it's gonna be great.
You will love it out there. Wait till you see the art. Yeah, it's very pro NFT. Yeah. When Jeff was talking about his traveling experiences, you're just starting, Jeff, because the tail end of last year, between October and January of this year, I was in Florida 5 times, 4 times in Miami.
Yeah, that's where you and I met up, Jeff. We all
that was one of my. That's why I had to figure out which trip it was. I did that earlier with Jeff. It was the Mark Moss one with Crypto Experience. In the private chat, I put a link for Monerotopia. That is $100, like $99 ticket. So people can't afford Bitcoin and they want to attend Shitcoin and Monerotopia. Monerotopia is going to be focused on a lot of privacy related stuff.
Which is where I think we all agree that we kind of need to be heading towards, which is why you've got the privacy stuff that Litecoin's been implementing, and you've got all the different other coins. You got Pirate Coin, supposedly. I haven't really played.
Pirate Chain is. It is. No, I mean it is. It's and we can talk more privately about it, but it's basically a private version of what Komodo was.
Sure. Okay. Well,
so it's utilizing the Komodo blockchain, and they have some really cool redundancies, some 51% attack things. So Mike Salvi will be there, Freenauts will be there, Rafael Laverde from Crypto Vigilante will be there at Monerotopia as well.
Yeah, Rafael is a big proponent. Jeff was a big proponent for a long time. I think he still is of Monero. I mean, a lot of people are. Now I know that there are. They are
because of the privacy aspect, because we know that Bitcoin, and if anybody hasn't check out that interview that I did with Raphael, it's an interesting interview. We do have a discussion about Craig Wright that Patrick might like, that you can check out to kind of get a little insight, because he's kind of a BSV maximalist in a sense.
Yeah, like I said, I kind of resonate most with your comment about not giving him airtime. Believe me on that. So we can.
But you can definitely check out the interview. He's got an interesting concept. But Bitcoin itself is what we call pseudo-anonymous. If with chain analysis, with tools that governments and agencies have, they can track your IP. You're publicly posting addresses. They can figure out who you are if you give enough information. Right. But when you're dealing with the privacy coins that are focused on that, it doesn't have that pseudo anonymity. It actually has true anonymity. And that's kind of the difference of why people support the privacy coins. And that's why you're also seeing exchanges not want to list privacy coins. That's why Litecoin had to implement Mimblewimble as a side chain feature, because otherwise the exchanges would have delisted Litecoin because of regulatory compliance. Because that's the one thing the regulatory that regulation is not going to be very pro regulatory way is going to be dealing with privacy.
Well, they got to realize that they will eventually hit the brick wall hard enough, or they hit their head hard enough to realize that blockchains are already self-regulating systems, that they're not going to be able to regulate something that they can't fully control. And I think,
well, they can control the off ramps, and
sure,
right now everybody values everything in a fiat form.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that when those on and off ramps kind of become, when they start to realize that they're pointless, kind of like, not necessarily, well, like El Salvador is kind of proving to the world that they are technically pointless, it's not going to matter anymore. I mean, then we're heading in that direction. I think we're going to end up seeing that in the not too far future. Well, that's just a thought around that.
No, it's going to be interesting to watch. I mean, the launch of CBDCs is definitely going to be putting privacy, I think, as a big focus in people's minds when they realize
it's going to confuse the masses. I mean,
programmable money that can be completely tracked and traced.
Yeah, they're going to spin it like it's a regular crypto, but it's not. And then it's going to be our job to explain to people that the differences and why they need to understand this.
I think they're going to fundamentally see the differences, because at the end of the day, when you look at your wallet, I know you say that, Jeff, but look, think. You look at your wallet, you hold Bitcoin, you have 1 Bitcoin. You hold $44,000, you have 1 Bitcoin today. In 3 months, you look at it, you don't have 1 Bitcoin worth anymore. You got 0.9. And they're going to keep looking at it going, why am I holding this thing when it keeps going down in value? There's no way for people to get away from the fact that CBDCs are only going to be the same version of the garbage we have now, just available in our Coinbase wallet.
Yeah, well, but the argument
programming, it's like the way that they're going to position it. By the time they know, it's going to be a rug pull again. They're not going to know that when the average consumer going in there, like if they say you can get paid $2,000 every paycheck or $2,300, and if you take Fed coin instead, they're only going to chase that extra $300 and that new asset.
Well,
they're not going to understand.
And you made an assumption, though, that they're going to incentivize, like you said. You said, though, if they're smart, they're
smart. They're not smart.
Well, I mean, but people are waking up to some things. Canada, the Canadian Freedom Convoy, that definitely, with the confiscation of money and freezing bank accounts, the argument that in Canada, they had to get political approval to do what they did. In a situation where we're dealing with CBDCs, they're already programmed to do that. So that would scare people, I would assume, just being able to take people's money. Also, when you look at China, when they were first testing out the CBDC, they were giving out X amount of the coins to X amount of citizens. They were to spend that money in a certain amount of time and only at certain places. Now, then you could say, well, Patrick, we think that you're not taking care of yourself. You need to eat more fatty food. So when you go buy groceries, you're going to have to spend 25% of your groceries on food that's going to put some weight on you. Or, Jeff, you're getting a little chunky there, so we're going to cut you off from Twinkies. So now when you go to the grocery store, you're never allowed to buy Twinkies because they programmed it in that Jeff's not allowed to have Twinkies anymore.
That's the thing, I think, why people are going to go, and just like what Cliff said, right? They're going to try and revamp the dollar 3 times, and Cliff's it's going to fail every time. And this is exactly why, because they are going to be able to do whatever they want with the digital dollars, and people are going to say, screw that. They're going to just go use Bitcoin.
Now we got to do a roundtable, some future roundtables about subjects that are like CBD related.
Oh yeah, I just did an entire post-it note. I'm gonna buy Twinkies because I mean, if you're serious, I think that's a great asset here. I'm gonna put that up there.
Well, if you watched what was that movie with Woody Harrelson, the zombie movie?
Oh yeah,
because he was on
Zombieland.
Zombieland. He was on a quest for Twinkies.
Double tap.
He was on that quest. Yeah, he was.
Yes, for Twinkies. Yes.
And so yeah, they may be just as valuable as toilet paper.
Patrick has a new trading pair: Bitcoin to Twinkies.
There you go.
Wrote it down. It was written. It shall be done.
Peg Bitcoin to Twinkies. How many Twinkies will a Bitcoin buy today?
I need a bigger storage shed.
Just a wee bit.
Well, Miami's gonna be awesome, man. Just this little conversation before we started recording and during recording. I don't want to get too off track, but Miami's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to hanging with you guys in person, and hopefully anybody watching, will join us and come up to us and say hello.
At least say hey, come say shake a hand, whatever. It'd be great to meet you guys.
That's the point of Shitcoin, right? I mean, the point of Shitcoin is that it's much cheaper and it's a way to get in and meet all the speakers. I mean, you got like 3 of them right here that we're going to be around. We want to talk to you. That's the whole point. And if like there's a price point for everyone, there's something to do like all week. And Florida's trying to become like the crypto state for a month, almost for the month of April, and it's on its way. So I mean, if you're in the area, come on out and just experience some of it.
Yeah, and while I'm not going to be speaking at all, I will definitely be tweeting about all the wonderful places we'll be eating. So if you want to come have dinner or drinks with us, I specialize in great food pictures. I want to be like, John Kim, where he's just like taking pictures of steaks every day, like or crypto girl, man, girl gone crypto. Those girls, I just aspire to take pictures of amazing food. So come out and have drinks with us. I'd love to buy you guys drinks and hang out and meet the crypto family.
It'd be fantastic.
You're gonna love the food, man. The food in Miami does not disappoint, especially if you get some Cuban food, and if you like coffee, you're gonna love like some Cuban coffee. And it's Miami has never disappointed me, especially with the food.
Yeah, so follow me at the Divi Daddy, and I'll let you know where Rice takes us for food every hour, because I don't eat much, but I like to eat frequently. So we need to go to a lot of places, but not eat a lot,
Yeah, so drop your handles on Twitter and whatnot real quick, guys, so they can come find you. It's pretty easy to get everyone.
It's gonna be lots of after side events, after parties and stuff. And whenever you have this video out, we can post up that document link that I've shared with you guys that other people can.
I'll put it in the description of the video.
There's an ongoing document that somebody has put together with a lot of it's not all, but a lot of the events that are taking place in early April in Miami. So if you're going to be out there any length of time and you want to see what's happening, check it out in the video description.
Yeah, when you look at the video description, I'll also have the Shitcoin and Bitcoin 2022 and Monero, and then I'll have that link in there as well. So everyone kind of check it out. If you're going to be in the area, let's hang out. All right, cool, guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut it there. So anything else real quick?
See you in Florida.
All right.
Yeah, come to Miami.
See you guys.
All right, see ya.
Take care.